Hello my dear students, welcome to your science class. Today we are going to discuss part 3 of crop production and management, and in this particular part we are going to discuss about what are the traditional tools for sowing. Then we will see adding manures to the soil. This will be the third step in crop production. Okay, then what are manure and fertilizer, then what is crop rotation and why it is important, and in last we will see assignment. Okay, so the traditional tools for sowing means the tools which were used in previous times for sowing of the seed. So it was like funnel shaped thing. I will show you that how it was. So the seeds are filled into the funnel and passed down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends, and these ends pierce into the soil and place the seed there. How it was, like here you can see this is a funnel. Okay, and this pipe is attached to the last of this particular this hoe or blog. Okay, and the plug goes forward, and in back it is it places the seed one by one. Okay, so there may be one pipe, there may be 2 or 3, not more than that. So most of the time it is 1 or 2 pipes. So this is that these bulls or ox goes forward, and behind them this plough goes, and just behind it is the uh, sowing goes on. So this was the traditional method of sowing, but nowadays we are using seed drills. Seed drills, it is working in the same way, but at the same time, like you are seeing in plug, it was one time or one round it was plugging. So cultivator was able to do it 10 to 12 time or even 20 times faster than the normal plug. So in the same way, this seed drill is effective 10 to 20 times faster than the normal or traditional tools. Okay, so these are operated by the tractors. Okay, and this sows the seeds uniformly at equal distance and depth. So same distance and same depth. Okay, and it ensures the covering of the seed. It is not remain open that birds come and take it away. Okay, so that's why it protects the seed from being eaten. So it protects the seed and it saves the time because it is quite effective, or you can say more effective than the traditional drills. So here you can see this is the old seed drill. Nowadays it is coming much smarter seed drills, or you can say much developed. You are here, I can show you. See here, this is the traditional way of sowing, and this is the modern way of sowing. See these seed drills, how sharp end they are having, and here it rotates and seeds are filled here, and one by one it goes to every pipe, and it sows the seed at equal distance and equal depth. Okay, so that's how this seed drill is very effective in comparison to normal tools or ancient tools. Okay, so what is nursery? So nursery is a place where young plants and trees are grown for planting elsewhere, or you can say the nursery is a repository of saplings. Wherever whenever you want to plant any plant or flower you want, or any fruit plant you want, so you go to nursery, or your father goes to nursery and bought that plant. So it is a repository. That's why these saplings are available, plants are available, that may be flower or any other plant. Okay, so that is the nursery. Now the third step, first step we saw what the plugging or preparing the soil, then we saw that sowing of the seed, and third one is adding manures and fertilizers. So what is the benefit of adding manure and fertilizers? So the substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for healthy growth of plant are called manure and fertilizers. So these manures and fertilizers are what? They are the requirement. Because why they are the requirement for plant? Because they are the things which provide nutrients to the plant. So that's why these manure and fertilizers are required. So let's see what is the difference between manure and fertilizer and what actually they does. Okay, so fertilizer is an inorganic salt, whereas manure is prepared from organic matter such as human waste, cow dung and farm waste. I have told you to do a project work to prepare manure at your home. Okay, so hope you are doing that. आपको याद होगा, आप उस काम को कर रहे होंगे कि कैसे आपको मैन्योर अपने घर पे बनाना है. ओके, एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स आर मैन्युफैक्चर्ड इन फैक्ट्रीज. वी आर नॉट गोइंग, वी कांट डू दिस एट होम बिकॉज it required a lot of scientific tools and techniques. Okay, and there are required laboratory conditions, so that is possible only in factories, not at home. But manure can be prepared in the farm. Okay, it can be prepared, and fertilizers are added in comparatively smaller quantities because they are high in nutrient content, and in comparative to fertilizer, manures are less in nutrient content. That's why they need to be added in a larger quantity. And fertilizer do not provide any humus to the soil, whereas these manures provide a lot of humus to the soil. Then what will be the benefit of adding manures? Okay, I will tell you later. Let's see what are the examples of fertilizers. So some examples are like urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. It comes into in a packet, same packet. So this provides nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium to all together, whereas urea is able to provide only nitrogen. Okay, so it maintains the green color of any plant where it is added, and that's why it increases the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, तो ये हैं कुछ एग्जांपल फर्टिलाइजर्स के. कुछ देखते हैं कि क्या बेनिफिट है, क्या एडवांटेज है मैन्योर्स को ऐड करने में. जैसे कि दिस मैन यू नो दैट दिस मैन्योर प्रोवाइड्स ह्यूमस टू द सॉइल. सो व्हाट इज, हाउ इट इज़ गोइंग टू बेनिफिट? It enhances the water holding capacity of the soil because it is having humus. Okay, and it makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases becomes easy. So this all are the effect of humus, that water increasing the water holding capacity, making the soil porous. Okay, it increase the number of friendly microbes. Friendly microbes means all the microbes which are very important for the growth and development of the plant, which are having ability to provide nutrients in a simpler way to the plants. Otherwise, you know that there are many nutrients available in the soil, but they are not available to plant easily. When these friendly microbes are there, they can provide. They are nitrogen fixing bacteria, they are solubilizing bacteria. So there are many things that is possible because of these friendly microbes. Okay, and it improves the texture of the soil. So ये सारे benefits हैं manures के. Okay, if we add manure, it increases the quality of the soil in these many ways. Okay, then what is the disadvantage of using fertilizer? If we use this fertilizer in excess amount, this will cause pollution, soil pollution. Okay, and suppose this fertilizer is going toward the any water bodies, it pollutes the water also. क्योंकि अगर वहाँ से पानी बह के, खेत से पानी बह के आपने किसी फर्टिलाइज़र का यूज़ किया है, बारिश हुई, ज़्यादा बारिश हुई और वो फर्टिलाइज़र से वहाँ से फील्ड से आपके किसी तालाब में या कहीं नदी में गया, तो वहाँ भी ये पोल्यूशन क्रिएट करेगा. ओके, एंड इट आल्सो चेंज द पीएच ऑफ सॉइल इन सर्टेन केसेस और रेयर केसेस यू कैन से. तो पीएच अगर कंटिन्यूसली हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो पीएच भी बढ़ाएगा. और पीएच यू नो, पीएच अगर बढ़ता है, आपको पता है किसी चीज़ का, सॉइल का पीएच एक फिक्स होता है, हमारी बॉडी का एक पीएच फिक्स होता है. ऑप्टिमम पीएच पे सर्टेन बैक्टीरियाज, प्लांट्स बहुत अच्छे तरीके से ग्रो करते हैं. इवन आवर बॉडी परफॉर्म्स this pH is nothing but hydrogen ion concentration. You will be informed about this in later classes या later chapter also. तो ये सारी चीज़ें, ये डिसएडवांटेज हैं फर्टिलाइजर्स के. ओके, अगर बात करें कि किस तरीके से नेचुरली हम लैंड को फर्टिलाइज बना सकते हैं, तो अगर लैंड को या फील्ड को कई पार्ट में डिवाइड कर दिया जाए, जैसे मान लीजिए कि हमारे पास ये एरिया है. ओके, पूरा, तो हमने इस फील्ड को कई पार्ट में डिवाइड कर दिया। एक टाइम पे हमने यहाँ बुआई की और इसको बुआई की, इसको छोड़ दिया। बाद में क्या हुआ, हमने यहाँ बुआई कर दी, यहाँ बुआई कर दी, यहाँ बुआई कर दी, इसको छोड़ दिया। तो ये क्या हुआ कि हमने टाइम पे कुछ लैंड को ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया, अनयूज्ड छोड़ दिया। इसका मतलब ये है कि लैंड इज हैविंग दैट, फील्ड इज हैविंग, और यू कैन से सॉइल इज हैविंग द capacity to replenish its nutrients, because nature is there to heal that. The whatever is required, it will give automatically. That is, the human beings, we are utilizing the available nutrients. Okay, तो अगर छोड़ दिया जाए तो कुछ दिन बाद लैंड अपने आप को फिर से फर्टाइल बना लेती है। ओके, और उसके बाद हम उसमें एग्रीकल्चर प्रोसेस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। ओके, तो ये है बेनिफिट। अगर बात करें क्रॉप रोटेशन की, तो ये भी एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है पौधों को मिट्टी को फर्टाइल बनाने में। सपोज वी आर ग्रोइंग सेम प्लांट continuously 3 to 4 years. Okay, so if same plant is grown, means it required the same nutrients, and the nutrient will be utilized continuously from the soil. So certainly there will be scarcity of that particular nutrients in the soil. एंड इफ़ वी रोटेट द क्रॉप, सब इस बार मान लीजिए हमने मटर लगाया, अगली बार हमने वहाँ पे गेहूँ लगा दिया, उसके बाद वहाँ पे चना लगा दिया, ऐसे करके अगर चेंज करते हुए, अगर डायरेक्ट हर साल उसमें मटर ही उगा रहे हैं या हर साल हमने उसमें गेहूँ ही उगाया, तो क्या होगा कि मिट्टी जो होगी उतनी फर्टाइल नहीं रह पाएगी, या फसल की जो प्रोडक्टिविटी होगी, ईल्ड जो होगी वो उतनी ज़्यादा नहीं होगी। तो अगर क्रॉप रोटेशन करें और टाइम पे हम क्रॉप्स को चेंज करते जाएँ, अल्टरनेट या 2-2 साल पे हम बदलते जाएं चीज़ों को, तो ये प्रोसेस कहा जाता है क्रॉप रोटेशन। एंड दिस हेल्प्स इन व्हाट, दिस हेल्प्स इन द फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स बैक टू द सॉइल। ओके, रीस्टोर कर देता है, सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी को रीस्टोर कर देता है, जो कि लॉस हुआ रहता है उसको फिर से वो रीस्टोर कर देता है। तो ये है बेनिफिट क्रॉप रोटेशन का। दैट्स ऑल, and you have to make notes along with the diagram. These are the resources. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.